Alright, and welcome back to my Evil Within Akumu difficulty guided walkthrough. We're in chapter 10 and here the difficulty increases quite a bit. There are some tough sections in this chapter, but like always you can make it quite manageable with the right strategies. As you know, in this part you can set off an alarm, but no matter how careful you are, the alarm will inevitably go off when you get automatically spotted by a sniper at the first window in the hallway up ahead. So there is no way to prevent having to deal with all the enemies in this section. So the first thing to do is to get rid of the enemy holding a torch, disarm the traps and then take the torch with you. Because after the scripted sniper shot, 2 enemies will ambush you. So since you don't have to worry about the alarm, just run past the windows and burn the first enemy. That one drops an axe, so that allows you to immediately kill the second one as well. Look for the light to see where the sniper is, and then when he crouches down, aim at the right spot and shoot immediately as he appears. You need to be quick or else he will shoot you instead. And of course make sure that your shot is not being obstructed. Now take a bottle with you, because we're going to try to take out as many enemies on the top floor with a single shock bolt as possible. There are 4 enemies in total. Well, that's only 3 of them, so for the final one we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. A shotgun blast and a match. Before you go back to the bottom floor, it's best to take out the second sniper on the top floor on the opposite side. There are 3 snipers in total you need to take out, but the third one only appears after you activate the generator. There is actually some RNG involved here, whether or not you will encounter a masked enemy with an axe when you get back to the bottom floor. He doesn't always show up, and I don't know if something triggers his appearance or if it's truly just a matter of RNG. But make sure you are prepared, because he actually caught me completely off guard. This is really bizarre. He was clearly holding an axe, but where the hell did it go then? Huh. Okay then, anyway, we don't need an axe per se. In fact, we're going to use this spinning blade to kill the next 2 enemies for us. Now they are crawling, but if you move back across the wall, chances are that they will get hit when they climb over it. Alternatively, you can also go all the way back and shoot them with a revolver. This will make them flinch and stand up. Now you do have to be careful when disarming traps and picking stuff up, because for some reason that raises you up a bit and that means that the blade will hit you. So in essence you need to carefully time every action you take here. There are a whole bunch of enemies inside here. In fact, more than I thought there were. So what I should have done is to lure them all outside the room so the blade would kill them for me. But regardless, at least make sure to not drop your guard when you think you've got all of them. In fact, that should be a rule in general, especially on this difficulty. Yeah, as I said, there are more enemies than you might think. After you activate the generator, the last sniper will appear on the top floor. Now, I tried using an harpoon bolt here because there are free ones in the wall, but I haven't upgraded the range, so I probably would have had to aim a lot higher. If it's even possible at all, I'm not sure. Okay, down here is the first encounter with one of those crucified enemies. If you time your descent down the ladder correctly, he actually disappears. Which is probably a glitch, because there's literally nowhere for him to go, but it works consistently. Oh, and don't waste a match on those corpses. I was just being clumsy with the controls, to be honest. You see? No one here. Again, I'm pretty sure it's a glitch, but one that works every single time. Alright, there's a statue here that you need to shoot before you crawl underneath the spikes. And getting the key will trigger the spikes to fall down, so you have to be rather quick. Okay, this section is filled with enemies, including a Ruva clone. So it's best to trap as many as possible with a shock bolt. Multiple if necessary. As long as you get the Ruva clone at least. You can lure them all over by shooting the bomb on the wall. And just to make sure, I also threw a bottle on the ground. Oh fuck, I was too slow. Well, things don't always go as planned, so other than strategy, sharp reflexes are quite important in this game as well. Alright, in the next section you initially encounter no enemies. However, as soon as you activate the generator, a whole horde of enemies will come from everywhere and nowhere. But you don't have to kill all of them. All you need to do is to activate the switch behind the crucified monster behind the trapdoor. So what I do is that I pretty much avoid all the regular enemies. Then stun the crucified one with a shock bolt so I can run behind it to activate the switch, using that active shock bolt as a shield of some sort. And then get to the right side of the area, because a trap will come down and those blades will prevent the enemies from getting near you. This way you can get through this area using only a single shock bolt. However, this is of course easier said than done, as running past the enemies can be rather tricky to do.
This place.
Here we have an encounter with 2 crucified monsters at the same time, along with some regular haunted. So again, we're not going to kill them all, instead we're going to trap them by putting 3 shock bolts after each other, giving us enough time to open up the gate. Alright, time for our final encounter with the cute and adorable Laura with her lovely little shoes. This part is rather tricky, because Laura can be really fast if she wants to. And it's hard to predict at what speed she will move, as she can alternate between going really slow, to teleporting, to running. Also, this section requires you to have a steady hand when aiming, and as you know, I absolutely suck dick at aiming. After you activate the switch, it takes some time for the fire to disappear, so you will need to slow Laura down. So try to lure her over to the fire and hope that she will walk under it. Fuck me, she went the other way. That's what I mean. Laura can move in quite unpredictable ways. Make sure to watch out for the bear traps on the floor, and again, when activating the switch, it takes some time for the fire to disappear. So you will again need to slow Laura down, preferably by burning her, and there are 2 opportunities here to do that. And besides that, you can also run around this area hoping that she won't catch you. But again, she can be really fast if she wants to. Okay, because of my poor aiming, the next section is an absolute nightmare for me, and I died quite a bit here because of it. You have to shoot 3 handles to get access to the bottom floor, and even though there are bodies here that you can burn to slow Laura down, that can be quite difficult to do. Once you get to the bottom floor, you need to shoot the first handle you see on the right, and then you need to get access to the lever on the left side of the room. I use a grenade to destroy the bomb there, so I don't have to aim for it. After that, you need to get to the right side of the room to shoot the final handle. However, the annoying thing there is that you will then be locked in by the fire. So you will actually need to move past Laura when she's burning. That means that the timing can be rather tricky. And what makes it even worse is that there are bear traps on the floor here as well. But once the fire in the hallway to the elevator is gone, you can make a run for the elevator to end this section. You don't actually need to kill her, unless you want the trophy, of course. Alright, and another boss fight. This time against the Amalgam Alpha. Not a hard fight in principle, but it is tough in execution. The strategy itself is rather simple. You need to shoot the eye tentacle with your sniper rifle, and this will stun the boss so that you have the opportunity to quickly shoot it with 5 explosive bolts. Although it won't be stunned long enough to shoot all 5 of them. And then the second phase will start, where it will glow purple and you need to shoot the eye in the center. So when that happens, use a freeze bolt and then finish it off by shooting the eye with sniper rifle. Sounds easy, but again, actually doing it is a different story. Alright, now you can safely collect all the stuff in this area, and once you enter the elevator, chapter 10 will come to an end. Not an easy chapter, but the next one is going to be an absolute nightmare. So please leave a like and subscribe for more, and stay tuned for the next episode.